Well, hello everybody out there. Happy Saturday. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling today? I'm gonna drop a quick video on you before I head out to the gym. It's Saturday. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. The topic of discussion today is just actually me answering the questions that you guys have had about the 3-day juice cleanse. So today's question and answer day. So what I'll do is first go over a little bit of housekeeping things, and then we will get into the meat of the topic of discussion. So thank you for all of you that have signed up for the 3-day juice cleanse. Today is day 1, so it's the kickoff. I'm very excited, I'm energized, I'm pumped up, and I'm ready to go. So the 3-day juice cleanse, the e-guide, if you have it, get familiar with it. If you have any questions, DM me or hit me up. A lot of you have been sending me text messages, emails, and all of those sorts of things. So I figured I'd put all of these into one email so that I could stay away from the emails and away from the text messages, constantly. So if you have not signed up for my YouTube channel, Stacy for Wellness is the name of the channel. Go to it, check it out. A lot of my videos now are going to be talking about the journey, talking about the juicing. Eventually I want to do a podcast maybe called Juice Talk on like Saturdays or Sundays, just to have people come in and join and talk about the benefits that they've had with juicing, and also people who are interested in juicing who have a lot of questions. So go to the YouTube channel, Stacy for Wellness, like, subscribe, share the videos. The videos might not be for you. Again, it could be for your friends, your family, your coworkers, or anybody else that you might know. Again, today's day 1 of the 3-day juice cleanse. Guys, you got to get pumped up. I know I am. The juice gets me excited, and I know that's going to give me a lot of energy, and I know the health benefits that it's going to bring me once I'm finished with the cleanse. So, additional information, you have the Facebook group that's out there. Excuse me. The 3-day tropical detox cleanse. It's the Facebook group. So you want to go join that. And like I said, I'm going to be sharing most of my information for this next 3 days on that that group page. So I won't be sharing it to my personal page, but you may see it come through on the 3-day tropical juice cleanse group. Okay, so the topic of discussion, the first question I get a lot is, what is the 3-day juice cleanse? So guys, the main purpose of the 3-day juice cleanse really is literally to get you to take charge of your own health. So anyone who does complete the 3-day cleanse, you're going to be much happier, you're going to feel a lot better, you're going to be a lot cleaner. And this is just after 3 days. So just the benefits alone of knowing that you have control of what you eat, learning to control what you eat, and learning how your body feels once you put the nutrients in it that it needs. So that's the first step and the reason for doing the cleanse. So what it is, it's just a simple cleanse that'll help you lose weight, cleanse your body, and boost your immune system, especially during these winter months when you have all the cold and flus and viruses and things like that are going around. So you want to get that into your system so that you can avoid all of those things. Juicing also provides the nutrients, vitamins, raw enzymes that enter into your bloodstream immediately. So it's not like a smoothie where you have to actually eat all the fiber and everything that's associated with the smoothie. So your body still has to break that down. With the juice, it's like an immediate entry into your bloodstream. So that's another one of the benefits. And it's also the most efficient way to consume a rainbow of fruits and vegetables in one shot. So the body can't easily absorb up to 10 pounds of fruits and vegetables, but guys, can you imagine having to actually sit there and consume 10 pounds of fruits and vegetables? I mean, literally, who would do that? I mean, it would be a hard process to sit there and just consume that big, large amount of fruits and vegetables just sitting in front of you. So that's one way juicing helps. Another question is, how do I begin? So the first thing you want to do, if you have not done so already, is to get a juicer or a blender. I personally use the Jack LaLanne juicer. I talked to a lot of people about that juicer. That thing is pretty old. I've had it for over 10 years. And right now, you can buy them for about 60 bucks at Walmart. I mean, of course, I paid about 100 bucks for mine back then. But now they're very, very cheap. You can get them at Walmart for 60 bucks. I just bought my parents one, so they were interested in juicing, so now I have them on the celery juice, and they're loving it. So if you're serious about your health, if you're serious about what you want to do with your body, the first thing you need to do is invest in a juicer or a blender. You don't have to have a juicer to participate in the cleanse. You can actually use a high-speed blender. So if you have a high-speed blender such as the Blendtec or the Vitamix, those will work too. They're pretty expensive. They cost about 300 bucks. So if you have another blender, you can use that as well. But like I said, it's best to invest in a high-speed blender because that'll work the best. But if you're going to use a blender for the cleanse, what you want to do is you want to buy a nut milk bag. Now they sell these nut milk bags from Moms, and I don't know if Walmart sells it, but I know you can get it from Amazon and Moms. But if you want to participate starting now and you have a blender, you can certainly go to Moms, get that nut milk bag. Just ask them for a nut milk bag. Only costs about $6, and you can actually strain the contents of the ingredients that you blend into a juice. So that's the quickest way to do that. Or if you have a NutriBullet, I know some people that actually use the NutriBullet and do the same thing. So I know these high expensive blenders and juicers, they cost a lot of money, but trust me, they have a lot more horsepower. They're better engineered. They have a long warranty, and they last forever. Like I said, my Jack LaLanne juicer is old as crap, and it's still going. Okay, so the next question is, do I eat or drink anything other than the juices or the smoothies that are in the e-guide? You want to follow those instructions step by step in that e-guide. They're there for a reason. And if you want to get the best results, guys, just follow those. It's plain and simple. If you don't have that guide, get it again with those free recipes. They have smoothie recipes and juice recipes. So go to my website, www.stacyforwellness.com, and sign up for that free e-guide. And you'll get the step-by-step instructions with all of the ingredients, the amount of ingredients, and things that you need to get started on that cleanse. The next question, how do I use the recipes that are in the e-guide? Again, the recipes that are in the e-guide are designed specifically for you to make this challenge as simple as possible for you. So it uses ingredients that are available right at the grocery store. So you don't have to go to any specific grocery store to get these ingredients. It's all available in local ingredients that you can use. So anybody can do it. And while you're doing the cleanse, you definitely want to experiment with it, because guys, sometimes when we make these smoothies and juices, they don't always taste great. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're mixing ingredients and you're testing and you're sampling, when you make these, because you want it to change it, not change it per se, but to make it more to your liking so that you'll actually consume the smoothie or juice. The nasty juices and smoothies are a waste of time and money. So feel free to adjust them, to your liking. You're going to drink 5 juices daily. It's going to be 12 to 6 ounces. I usually buy the small mason jars from, you can get a case of them from Walmart, fairly cheap. I know I get the big mason jars. I get a case of them from Walmart for like 10 bucks. So Walmart is a great place to get those, mason jars. And you want to make sure you're using a glass jar for your juices, because you don't want to use plastic and have any of that leach into your juice or smoothie. So get those mason jars if you can. The 5 drinks that you're going to drink daily are made up of mostly vegetables. They don't have as much fruit in it because fruit can lead to sugar spikes in the blood, and it can lead you to feeling like you have a sugar high. So you know how it is when you've eaten a piece of candy or you've eaten something that's really, really sugary, or chocolate, for example, and you go on this sugar high, and then you end up crashing. So we don't want to create that feeling. The guide also has smoothie recipes. So the smoothie recipes are there, and you can consume those if you're hungry or if you feel like you're getting a little low on energy. So this will give you the boost that you need to get through the juice cleanse. The smoothies, of course, have more fiber in it, and it'll, when you consume it, it'll make you feel fuller. So I know with my smoothies, even when I put protein in it, it makes me feel really, really full. The cleanse also has potassium broth in it, so you can consume that as well. One thing about the potassium broths, you can take it if you feel a little bit dehydrated or you feel like you need a boost of energy during the cleanse. I know I do it because I can add a lot of extra steamed vegetables to the broth, which makes it a lot easier for me to get through the cleanse. So I don't feel as hungry and I don't feel as dehydrated when I do the broth. So I'm gonna make the broth tonight myself, and so I might record some of the video to show you guys how to make the broth. There's also a miso soup. I haven't made the miso soup yet, but looking at the recipe, it looks like it tastes great. So that miso soup is there also if you want to have something else to consume besides the potassium broth and the smoothies. The greens to use, what greens do I use is another question I get. There's a ton of greens out there that you can use, guys. You can replace, if you don't like spinach perhaps, or kale, or something that's in one of those recipes, then you certainly don't have to consume that. You can actually, switch that out for another type of green. I'll try to put a list of, or a picture of a whole plethora of different types of greens that you can use on this cleanse. I know I switch up a lot in between my my juices and my smoothies. I use kale, spinach, chard, dandelion, bok choy. So I use a whole plethora of different greens when I juice. I switch it up often, and it's best to switch it up. The next question is, can we exercise during the cleanse? So you can do light to moderate exercise such as yoga, meditation, or even get in the sauna for 5 to 10 minutes. I know I love this. I love doing the sauna. I love doing the dry skin brushing, and I love doing the tongue scraping. So there's a tongue scraper. I try to include some pictures in this video, so I'll have to go back and do some edits so that you can see the items that I'm talking about. But I use those 3 things to help me during my cleanse. As far as exercising, like I said, sitting in the sauna, just the yoga and the meditation should be enough. Guys, you really don't want to be out there hammering, hitting hard the treadmill, or out there lifting weights like a bodybuilder, doing extenuous exercises while you're on this cleanse, because trust me, when you're doing the cleanse, it requires energy itself because your body is already working hard to detox. And that itself will make you tired or lead to you being tired. So you don't want to get out there and overexert yourself by trying to exercise during the cleanse. So it's really a time for you to relax your body, get to know yourself, and just get in a quiet space, so that you can set your goals, set your intentions, and complete what you set out to do, because you don't want to have all this other stuff going on in your mind, or all this other drainage going on from you being exhausted or stressed out from other things. So it's a time for you to get alone and get to know yourself better while you're doing the cleanse. The next question is, what are some of the results that I can expect from the cleanse? So some of the things that I know that I've experienced, and I hear other people report that weight loss is a definite. That's a no-brainer. Less bloating. Like I said, I've never had a bloating in so long I can't remember. So I always had a flat stomach, ever since I've been cleansing and detoxing and things like that. And detoxing is on a whole nother level, because in that part of it, it's where you start to use the herbs and things like that. So we're just talking about cleansing right now. But less bloating, weight loss, more energy. Of course, like I said, I'm up and I'm always ready to go. A lot less aches and pains. Of course, I had all of the joint issues going on. So it's almost like oiling a car. It's like oil. When you put these juices and smoothies in your body, it's almost like giving it oil. So so all those joint aches and pains, that stuff disappears. A lot better sleep. I mean, like I said, I sleep like a baby now. Sleep has never been a problem for me, and I can't even remember how long. One thing that, behooves me is how a person will actually clean their houses, clean their cars, wash their clothes, but they never stop to think about cleaning the insides of their bodies. So that that just behooves me. But, you know, to each his own. I hope I'm here to bring that message, and I hope I can shed some light on some people and how, you know, how to actually cleanse, actually, you know, work that into your lifestyle. So even if you decide after this 3 days, guys, that you want to continue on with the cleanse, like I said, I'm going straight 10 days, so I'm going to hit it hard. I'm not going to stop at just the 3 days. So if you want to jump into this cleanse at any time, feel free to. You know, again, sign up on the website, get the guide, and you can join at any time. So I will still be doing it for 10 days. So the next question I'm getting is, oh, and if you're gonna continue past the 3 days, guys, what you want to do is just start over at day 1, and you're gonna just continue on with the 5-day juices every day for another 3 days. So you can kick it off for another 3 days and just do it however long you want, but just start from the beginning, from day 1. And drink the juices in order as described on the, you know, in the recipes and in the guide. So there's a different juice for each, you know, each time, during the day you drink different juices each day. Let's see. The next question is organic or non-organic. Of course, you know, I recommend organic, and I buy a lot of organic myself because now I can afford that. But if you're on a budget and won't allow for you to use organic fruits and vegetables, just use conventional produce. I promise you, you'll still benefit immensely regardless. The next question, juice prepping. So the way you juice prep is you actually have to schedule time into your day for juicing to make enough juice. And I usually do mine like the night before. Like last night, I started prepping for today so that I could have my juice ready in the morning, so that I could just drink them one after the other, you know, while I'm ripping and running my errands and doing my chores, dealing with my kids. So I don't have to take time out in the morning to actually juice, you know, my 5 jars. Like I said, if you don't have the small jars, just use your big mason jars. You don't have to buy extra jars. If you have big mason jars, just make sure you just drink 12 to 16 ounces at each setting. So you're going to drink 5 of those juices, 12 to 16 ounces, and they have a specific juice, one after the other. So if you get the guide, you'll see the instructions in there telling you how to do that step by step. So yeah, so if you have not, you can do research on juice prepping to learn about the different types of ways you can store it so that it'll last, you know, longer. Like I said, if you buy a centrifugal juicer, which is a more powerful juicer, the way it slowly processes the juice, it makes it deteriorate a lot less. So I'm going to invest in that type of juicer. But like I said, you want to make sure if you're preparing these the night before that you put them in sealed jars and keep them in the fridge so that they don't oxidate. And the last note, there's a journal giveaway. I do have a free journal for those of you that do sign up on the website, get the free juice cleanse, and actually sign up for my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Stacy for Wellness. So if you just do those 2 things and DM me or send me a message when you've done so, and I'll send you over that free journal. And you can get it today, guys. If you just sign up and hit me up, I'll send it out, you know, today. That journal is good. You can use it to make a list of the health issues that you have right now, also to keep track of your progress and help keep you motivated towards a healthier new you. So that's all I have for the questions and the notes. Again, if you have not signed up, you can still get the guide. It's not too late. It's a 3-day juice cleanse, guys, but like I said, I'm going out for 10 days. And, you know, you can join me at any time that you feel free to. And if you have any more questions about the cleanse, just hit me up and I'll try to get as many questions as I can answered. I'm trying to answer as many emails as I can as well. But like I said, some of you have me on your text messages. I know a lot of the family members have me on their text messages. So you've been hitting me up, getting a lot of the smoothie recipes from me. So continue to do that, guys. And again, it's almost time for me to get out of here. So I hope I didn't leave out anything. So in closing, peace, love, and wellness to you guys. Have a great Saturday, and God bless.